Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss why getting yourself healthy, in shape, and mentally right, going to a good gym, will expand your network and lead you to meeting and developing some of the relationships that will change your life forever. First things first, hopefully this video is just as good as when I recorded it the first time, because 30 seconds into the first time, my phone ran out of storage. So if you ever decide to do something like this, make sure you're checking your storage before you start every time. Hopefully this second take is just as much as a banger as the first one, because I was spitting some bars. Anyway, this is a new channel, so any like or comment or a subscription to the channel is truly appreciated. So now that that's all out of the way, let's dive in. I truly believe that getting yourself physically right will lead to you getting mentally right, and picking a good gym and just starting the process will lead you to many, many good things. The man that you see in the thumbnail of this video is my best friend. I met him at the gym 9 or 10 years ago, and he is an elite athlete. He has crazy genetics. He's a very admirable individual. He has taught me things, even though he's younger than myself, that I don't think I would have learned had I not met someone like him, or him specifically. He benches like 485, squats like 685 or 690, something crazy, and conventionally deadlifts 740, like it's light work. So there's that. He just encourages you to just be stronger. I shouldn't say encourage, but inspires you to be stronger and push yourself physically past your limits, because he makes it look easy. But the one thing that he's taught me specifically is how to put some of my old body dysmorphia issues to rest. I used to have it pretty bad. I used to be very overweight. I got myself in good physical shape, good health, but my mental wasn't developing like it should have been, because I became not obsessed, but pretty into what I was looking like, and loose skin and any fluctuation on the scale would bother me, and I fell into those traps. And he helped me truly start living what I was preaching. You know, I would tell other people that the scale doesn't count, but I would let it rip me apart on the inside. And just some of our discussions and him just being the person that he is helped me put some of that anxiety and some of that body dysmorphia to rest, so I could start living what I was preaching to other people. On top of that, I've met two of my mentors in real estate through the gym. The gentleman that you might see or might have seen in my last video, thumbnail, I should say, are both of my mentors in real estate. One is my mortgage broker and the other is my real estate agent. They both invest in real estate. They have rental properties and a portfolio. They were my friends long before I even showed interest in investing. I joined the gym, I met them quickly, I developed a relationship, and maybe 2-3 years down the line, we started looking for houses and stuff like that. Excuse me. Now they are some of the people that I hold close to me, as funny as that sounds. But if I ever have a question about any type of rental issue or procedure or process, whatever it may be, I know they have my back. And they know I have their back when it comes to any health, fitness questions, or things of that concern or nature, or just being there for them if they need someone to talk to or bounce ideas off of. I can be their soundboard. We help each other grow. That being said, If I did not decide to get myself right, I probably would have never met these people. I probably would have met people that invest in real estate, but I don't think we would have ever made such a bond like we have now. People that go to the gym and take their health seriously are there to better themselves in one way or another, or many different ways. Not everybody goes to look the best or look like a Greek god that's chiseled and whatever. Not everybody goes to be the strongest person in the gym. A lot of people go to clear their mind, to be a better husband, a better father, a better mother, a better wife, a better whatever. And there's one common thing that all of these people have, and it is the discipline to show up when they said they're going to show up. And when you develop that type of discipline and work hard and stick to a plan that is so simple to just improve yourself physically and mentally, it trickles into your life in many other ways. And that is why I firmly believe when you go to the gym and get yourself right, you attract and meet the other people that are going to walk into your life and change it for the better, hopefully. You have to be careful because there are some bad apples out there. Additionally, I think a martial arts gym can be one of the most beneficial gyms you walk into as well, for different reasons. You'll still meet a great network of people, but it's a very different network. I practice Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu, and I think they're two of the hardest martial arts that you could possibly study. That being said, it takes a special type of someone to show up to those mats every single day, or whenever you are going, whatever's your schedule, not every day, and get the crap kicked out of them sometimes and continue to show up. You are voluntarily choosing pain, mentally and physically. Physically, it's way harder than the gym and lifting weights. It is a different type of fatigue your body will experience. And mentally, it is a different type of hurdle to get humbled over and over and over again and still decide to show up. But it's great for character development. The people that choose to do this and show up are a wide variety, I've learned. You'll have guys in high school, guys and girls and in high school and in college showing up and they're elite athletes and they push you physically. You have people on the opposite side of the spectrum that are older, married, doing it so they can better themselves for their family and be able to protect their kids if they ever need to. And they teach you many different things about yourself. I'm right in the middle. I'm 30. I don't have a family yet, but I enjoy these things and I enjoy growing myself as an individual. Two of the guys that I am very close with now that I don't think I would have ever come in contact with had I not stepped into this gym are some of the best people I've ever met in my life. One's 35, has a wife, two great children, owns his own plumbing business, is a master plumber. The other is 55, has a wife and a kid, personal chef, fantastic, and also owns a restoration business. These two gentlemen have taught me so much that they probably don't even realize. They've taught me subtly when I'm around them ways to be a better father, ways to be a better husband, ways to be more patient with people, ways to be patient with children. They have taught me patience in general with just life events. They've shared stories of what they've gone through and what they've made it through, whether it's solo or with their wife. They have just taught me an abundance of things that they probably don't even realize, and I am grateful for it. And I think it has contributed to me making adjustments internally to help myself be a better individual and a better man and continue down the path of growth. That being said, they also, not just these two gentlemen, but the people that you train with, will push you in ways that weightlifting gyms will not. Weightlifting, you're still going to meet your network and you're going to have your friends, but when you're lifting your weights, it's pretty isolated. It's just you. You might have a workout partner every now and then. But when you're on the mats, you always have a partner. You can't train without one, really, unless you're hitting a heavy bag. But you still have your coach watching over your shoulder, making sure you're doing things right. Muay Thai, for example, whoever's calling out the combinations or holding the pads, it's their responsibility to help hold their partner accountable and make sure they're being a good partner by pushing the one doing the striking past their self-perceived limits. What I mean by that is you'll be absolutely cooked 2 or 3 minutes into a 4 or 5 minute round of drilling, and you just want to stop. You want to give up. Your lungs hurt, your stomach hurts, your feet hurt, your shoulders hurt. But you have your partner yelling at you to push, and you push, and most of the time, you push way past that self-perceived limit, and you prove to yourself that you can dig deep. Same goes for jiu-jitsu. It's mentally grueling. It's like a chess match when you're rolling with people. Live, I should say. But always, at the end of it, you critique each other. Oh, like I noticed you did this, I would try this. You know, when this happened, maybe doing this would have helped you get out of it, blah, 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 blah. It is a different type of community in many different ways. You're sharpening your blade each time you show up, and you're getting 1% better. And you're developing bonds that are indescribable with people that deliberately choose to put themselves through pain with you. These are people that when you develop bonds with them correctly, you can lean on, you can talk to if you need. They challenge you with or without knowing. And it all plays into your character development, and you truly learn who you are and what you need to work on when you're on those mats struggling and when your partners challenge you or call you out on things. And the same thing goes for your partners. You might be making them recognize what they need to change about themselves. This isn't to brag or toot my own horn, but I had a nice long discussion with my coach this past weekend, and I don't even remember how it came up, but he was like, "It is so funny. You're our like class tattle." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're our class tattletale, and we think it's so funny." And I'm like, "Why am I that? I don't even know what I'm doing." And he's like, "It's not a bad thing. It's you hold yourself to such a high standard, especially when you're training. You get upset when your partners aren't reciprocating that." And he said it's a good thing because it's pushing them to raise their standard. And in a way, it's being a little bit of a leader. And I took it as a big compliment because I do hold myself to high standards, especially when I'm training, because the level of effort you bring is the level of effort that your partner is going to receive. If you're not on point and you're doing lazy combinations, it's bringing their energy down. If you're calling crappy combinations, they're going to be training poorly. So you need to be on point and you need to be sharp, or as sharp as you possibly can be, so your partner has good training too. But when you're on the receiving end and you're giving it your all and your partner's not really stepping up and you notice it, it's a bit frustrating. And you kind of call them out. And I'm okay with being the tattle if it pushes them to be better. So moral of the story, if you've made it this far, I am bragging, not bragging, but babbling a little bit. I appreciate you watching. I genuinely think getting your health physically and mentally in check will lead you to some of the best relationships and networks that you could possibly expose yourself to. Whether that's in the weightlifting gym or on the mats, if you decide to take a martial art, Jiu Jitsu, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Judo, whatever it is, you'll meet some pretty phenomenal people that will challenge you, and you'll develop bonds that you'll never develop anywhere else. So I highly recommend you look into these things because they will play a big role in where the rest of your life decides to go, in my opinion. If any of this related with you, please leave a like, comment, and possibly subscribe to the channel so we can get this message out to other people and hopefully inspire someone to make a change for themselves. That's all we want to do. We want to bring good stuff to the world. Thanks for watching.